Hi everybody, so I am here at the closing. We just took our curtain call for the last performance, at least for now, of The Fourth Messenger. So I'm here on the set, which is really exciting, and it's going to be torn down in a few moments, but kind of relishing the moment while it lasts. So I thought I would, let's see, a couple of you submitted questions about it. One is like, how do I feel about there being talk of a remounting again so soon? Well, obviously it's really exciting. The show was, there's just been overwhelming demand for people to come see it, so that's awesome, especially for a new piece of theater. So we're really hoping to find a home for it here in the Bay Area to extend it for some time later this year. Already talking to a couple of different possible theaters that we could either rent or have the actual theater take it on as a production. So stay tuned. We're hoping to do that like, I don't know, I think like June, July, maybe like a few months later than that. So stay tuned for that. A couple of people were asking me, did I do the arrangements or the orchestration? I did not. I did the vocal arrangements for it, so a lot of the different voices, the way that they're kind of stacked and how the duets work, those I wrote. But in terms of the instrumentation, that was all the orchestrator, Robin Reynolds, who's the cellist, and she composed everything for clarinet, for percussion and piano and cello, and the musicians themselves actually added a lot to it as well once they got in there. And I also should give a lot of credit to the actors and to the music director, Chris Winslow, because during rehearsal a lot of stuff would change too. So for example, sometimes they would actually have the song modulate to a new key, and that happened when I wasn't here. Or they would decide that some of the harmonies should be simplified so that the lyrics made more sense. So a lot of those kinds of changes people would make along the way without me, which I really love. It's part of the collaborative process. So I really like giving up control of that and letting people who understand how bringing something to life on stage works, let them handle those things. There were some other, what was one of the other questions? Oh, I don't remember. Let me pull out my iPhone. Cheat sheet time. Oh, if I was going to sing karaoke with the cast of The Fourth Messenger, what would I sing? I would absolutely sing Disney musicals, but I don't know which one. I think probably the ones I know best are either from like Aladdin or The Lion King. So maybe a little Hakuna Matata action, maybe a little Robin Williams Genie stuff going on, maybe. Ask me when like everyone's drunk and I am in a singing mood, and we'll see what happens. And then other people said, how has working on a musical for theater informed the way that I write for myself? And I don't know that answer consciously. I just know that I think that I approach everything, I just kind of write whatever comes to mind in the moment, and so far it seems like it's not actually closely related to how I write for theater versus how I write for this, for my own album. But I will say that I'm much more open to collaborating than I used to be. Working with Tanya has been really awesome, and it's made me really comfortable with this process of throwing out an idea, running with it for a while, realizing that it sucks, or realizing that it's not what we want, and then just kind of starting over or backing up, and just being much more open about the like, how about this idea? I really like that idea. You don't like that idea. Well, I really still like the idea, so let's see how that all shakes out. And the ability to be honest in that kind of vulnerable process is a really great change for me. And I think it has a lot to do with how Kason and I work in Nashville too. So that's kind of about it. Like stylistically, I don't really know what kind of effect it'll have. Oh, I do know one thing. Like, this new album is a little more up-tempo for most part than other albums I've had before. And maybe that comes from all this pressure for the musical being like, we have too many ballads. We need to write another up song. I'm like, I don't know how to write up songs. So we'll see. I think that's about it. So thank you for listening to me ramble, and thank you for all of you who supported The Fourth Messenger on its journey so far, and stay tuned for the next chapter of this story.